going to be doing this kind of vampire victim makeup look, and the reason it's a victim is because I couldn't find fangs. I've looked everywhere for fangs and the only fangs I could find were the really dodgy ones, and I know you can buy them online. There wasn't enough time for shipping and everything, and I'm actually going to do a tutorial on the look I did for my Halloween party that I just went to, and I posted photos on my Instagram. I kind of went as a vampire/vampire victim because I didn't have fangs. I kind of had about 40 minutes to do that look, so I had to do it really quickly. And I'm going to show you how to do the sexy version of it, which is the one I kind of wore to the Halloween party, and also the gruesome version, which is this pretty look right here. Also, you will notice my background is different because I am filming in my little sister's room because my room's really messy at the moment and I've got really bad light. Anyway, if you want to see how I did this really cool, you know, vampire, victim, dying person, zombie thing, I'll show you how to do the bites and everything. If you want to see how I did this look here, I'll show you right now. So I have got a little bit of mascara on my top and bottom eyelashes because I went out earlier today, but that doesn't matter. I've taken off all the eyeshadow so we've got a clean base to start with. It is my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Rust, and we're going to just apply this all over our eyelid as the base. I'm just going to be taking this eyeshadow right here, which is basically a little bit darker than the Rust Jumbo Pencil we use. It's kind of like a maroon colour. I'm just taking a little bit of that. I'm going to apply that all over the outer half of my eyelid. I'm also going to go ahead and take the black eyeshadow. We're just getting a little bit of this, and I'm going to blend it in the crease and just blend those two together. I'm just using this pink loose eyeshadow. So now I'm just grabbing my flat brush, and I dip this brush in water and then dipped it in the eyeshadow, and it picks it up so much better and just makes the colour so much more intense. This we're going to put it on the inner corner. Now grabbing my fluffy brush, you can just very lightly try and blend that out without losing all your pigment. Grabbing an angled brush, I'm going to dip that in the water as well, and we're grabbing that maroon colour that we started off with the eyeshadow, and I'm just taking this along my bottom lash line. Now grabbing a black eyeliner, I'm just going to line my waterline. This will be the point that you'd go ahead and curl your eyelashes and add mascara, but I'm not going to do that because I already had mascara on to start with. Okay, so at this point you can wipe away any fallout, and I'm just going to apply my foundation. For the neckline part, we're going to be using latex, and I've gone ahead and tore up a bit of tissue paper or tissues, or you don't want it to be in a square. I just kind of tore mine into like a little oval, and you can be as rough as you want it to be because this is where our wound is going to be. I just got my sponge with a bit of the latex I dipped in, and getting the tissue, you just want to place it roughly there and just stick it on with the latex. Doesn't really matter if it tears at all. You just kind of want to smooth out the edges so it blends more, but it doesn't matter because it just adds more texture the more you put on. Now getting a bit of red face paint, I've got a little bit of sponge, and this is just like a normal sponge that you use for washing up, and you just cut a little bit off and you just get that in your face paint. And we're just going to dab this on. Okay, and now grabbing that maroon eyeshadow again, I'm just going to get a little bit of this, and I'm going to grab my large fluffy brush, and we're just going to very lightly dust it. Okay, so this is a bit more red than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to go ahead with the liquid foundation again. Just grab a little bit and we're going to go over just random bits. And this look is basically all about layering, so I'm going to be layering different colours on to get the texture and the kind of colours that I want. You put foundation over the top of it, it starts to look more bruised than like just really red. And if you find your latex is a bit shiny when it's on your skin, because you don't want a shiny wound, go ahead and just grab a pressed powder and just go over the bits you think are a bit too shiny. And then in between where the gaps are, I'm going to go ahead and take the maroon that we started off with. And we're just going to do like a bit of shadowing in between. I'm also going to go ahead and take this really nice deep blue colour here. And just taking this colour, I'm just going to do like little veins. I'm just getting a little bit of pressed powder again, and we're going to go over the top of this, and it will just fade it a little bit so you only get a little bit of the blue shining through, which makes it look a lot better. Just taking a deep plum colour, and I'm just going to dust this over. I'm going to be taking this yellow colour right here, because to me yellow is just the colour of infection. I'm going to get a little bit of that and just dab it on every now and again. And so now I'm just going to take this little tube of blood, and this is really cool. I think I only just picked it up from the newsagents about maybe a year ago, and it was really cheap, but it's this really deep blood red, and it's almost like a liquid liner, so it's really easy to use. Angled brush, and I've dipped it in water again, and I'm just grabbing a really black eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna kind of make this hole here a bite. Rip holes through the tissue paper to make the actual holes. Now I'm getting a little bit of this blood here. You can buy blood at the moment for about $2 at the news agency, or you can make your own. There's heaps of recipes online. And we're just going to pat that in those two holes. So actually pulled into a little hole here, and I've decided those two holes there are going to make great vampire bites. And you can play around. If you find you're pulling too much on it and it's looking a bit weird, you can always like just stretch it over like I'm going to do. And I'm going to grab a bit more latex. You can use eyelash glue as well to stick it down, and we're going to go back in here, and we've created a little bonus effect to our wound. A little bit of the black. I'm also going to do like little lines to blend in with the blue lines that we did. Got this great blood here, which you can see has exploded because I have to keep it in a separate bag because the lid keeps falling off. And it's called Fresh Scratch Blood Effect, and it's basically, let me show you this. It's so cool. It's super sticky, but you just take it off and you've got that real raw artery kind of blood, like the chunky, really dark, almost black blood. If you don't have something like this, don't worry, you can just get your bloods, you know, you can buy your cheap blood at the news agency or a special effects costume store. Mix it with some black loose eyeshadow and you'll get kind of the same effect. And I'm gonna get that if it wants to come off my finger. And we're going to put a nice amount in the 2 bite wounds. So for the look that I did for my Halloween party, this is pretty much it. It's a bit more of that blood, and I just dripped it down here a little bit. Really tickles the drop, but that will eventually stop dripping and dry. So this would be the complete look that I did for my Halloween party, and then I curled my hair. To make it look a little bit more freaky, which is what I want to show you how to do, because this would be the quicker version of it. I'm going to grab my red eyeliner and we're going to go ahead and just line our waterline a little bit. And I've also got a blue eyeliner and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to go underneath my eyes. Very lightly, kind of just under my eyelashes. You don't want to get this in your eye. Under our eyes, I'm going to grab a little bit more of that blood and I'm going to make it look like it's just ran a little bit. So just going to hollow out my eye a little bit in the inner corner. With a fluffy brush, just blend that one in. Take a little bit of black and we're just going to make bags under our eyes as well. Around our mouth, we're just going to suck in our cheeks a little bit and we're going to kind of hollow out this area here. Okay, so just look at those cheekbones. Like, if they're not vampire cheekbones, I don't know what is. I'm actually going to remove these little teardrops under my eyes because they're really sticky and they're irritating me and I don't actually like the way they turned out today. So I'm just actually going to take off the drop part of them. So I've just kind of taken my hair out and just to add a little bit more, I'm going to grab a little bit more of that blood just on my hands, rub it between 2 fingers. And I'm just gonna pat that around my eye area just to make it look that real red colour. And with a little bit more of that black eyeshadow, I'm just gonna... Ooh, that's blue. You can take a bit more of that black and just do your collarbones to make them look like they're real sticky outy. Okay, this is the completed look. You can go ahead, add more blood, take away blood if you want it to be more sexy human eyes version. And so this is the final look. I've just taken my hair out my messy bun, so it's got kind of waves through it, but I'm not going to brush it because I want it to look kind of dead like me. On my top, I'm wearing this black little studded corset, and in between the little buckles, it's got like this black lace, which is really cool, and I thought it fitted the mood of this whole look. And I also wore my black leather pants from Topshop with this when I went out for my Halloween party. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave comments down below, tell me what you think, what kind of looks you like to see, because Halloween's coming up really soon. If you try it, let me know how it works for you, and don't forget to tell me which one you like better. Do you prefer the more sexy version for Halloween or the more gruesome version? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!